Oh, that's the wrong screen. There it is. Okay, I always do that. Okay, we went to the switch screen for a second. Hello, hello. Hello. Hi.
Hello. Okay.
Howdy. There it is. Waiting. I don't know. I always click. I'm always ready to start the stream, and I click the switch screen, and this is not that day. So, yay.
Okay.
But well, we're fine.
Yeah, we got milk. So
so that means we're ready to stream. Hi, Zach.
Hi, Zach. Our milk delivery day changed to today from Monday. Yeah. And then when I left for work, our milk still hadn't arrived. So finally when it arrived, Dad texted me and said, "Milk!"
Yes, we can do a sippy for that. Yeah, there's no milk here, but I mean, I did have milk with my dinner, mostly because it was.
Me too.
It was because I had Panda Express, so it was all spicy.
Yeah, right.
Well, spicy.
Yeah.
Milk. Yeah, it didn't have all the exclamation marks.
It
but
just had one exclamation mark, but yes.
it did. Yeah,
but it was all caps and an exclamation mark.
So you do have to yell it by law.
Right.
It's true. I wonder if there's milk in this. Got milk? Yes.
Yes, we do. We do.
I don't remember what ice cream I ordered either. What was the ice cream?
A cookie dough or something.
Oh, the peanut butter cookie dough.
Oh, ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. It's. I mean.
Oh, I hope Dad found the one I wanted, which was the Ben and Jerry's with the peanut butter cups. It was like double peanut butter or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think I've had that one. Was it like the Tonight Dough one where it has different cookie doughs in it and stuff, or is it just peanut butter?
It's just chocolate with peanut butter through it, and then also peanut butter cups.
Oh, that does sound good.
I had it at Grandma's. It was.
Oh yeah, right.
That
was the other one you had.
That was the other one I had. I ended up.
Yes,
right. Yeah.
I remember
after
now.
The two different ice creams that I
accidentally bought.
Oh my gosh. Well, not accidentally, but yeah.
Well, no, you accidentally bought another one because you didn't.
Well, Grandma's thought that the other one had been ruined by melting.
Yeah.
And then when I pulled it out, this is perfectly fine. So I just ate it and the one that I had bought because I thought
for a replacement. Yeah.
I had been misled.
Yeah. But the replacement was an accident because you didn't know about that. That's what I'm. That's what I'm implying. Yeah.
Okay.
Only that. Okay.
Court is now in session for the trial of Ms. Lana Sky.
I hope there's ice cream.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Let's go.
Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement.
On the third day of a trial? Like the third opening statement?
Yeah, right. Yet another one.
Hello?
But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. Okay. Chief can't.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's already happening? I know there's something that he comes in. Oh, God. He appeared like a ghost.
Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, Udgy, been back to the pool yet?
Udgy? Is that his nickname for the judge?
I don't know.
Or is it the nickname for
Edgy.
Edgeworth?
I don't know. We'll find out who answers.
Yeah.
No, I've been drowning enough as it is in my work.
Wait, no, and they pull a random image too, so it's good. I can pull up the Discord channel to show the images for you. Give me a minute. Because I have it after the random image posts, so you can know what's overlaying this. I have it post to a channel in the Discord.
okay.
Because they had a picture that was, I'm gonna break down on top of his head.
The ones that come. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you don't have visibility for that. So.
Okay.
There we go.
That's a good one. Don't think I can top that.
Now I'm imagining coming into a police department and having the police chief talk like that.
Well, I'm the chief of police.
God. This was the image.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
If you don't mind my asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours? Okay.
He has nothing.
Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court.
Why? What?
She wants to do what?
She didn't consult with her lawyer.
Yeah, right. That seems wacky.
No, let your lawyer speak for you.
Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request.
This is specifically a bad idea.
Yes, right.
There's
a reason Perry Mason never wants his defendants to go on this stand.
Well, and I fell into a YouTube rabbit hole of watching this one woman who's famous for doing about YouTube apology videos and how that's like a concept of things where anytime a YouTuber comes under any sort of controversy, they always feel the need to post an apology video for to apologize for what they've done. Okay, well, that's a thing, and it's so popular that it's every time any sort of drama comes up of any sort, then people are always just waiting for the apology video, and that becomes more drama. So there's one YouTuber who is accused of like grooming kids and stuff. She posted a ukulele apology video where she sang a song for 10 minutes talking about how she shouldn't have been blamed for any of it. Yeah, it's a whole genre.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so she specifically said that my team said that I shouldn't say anything, but they never said I couldn't sing it. And it's like, that's so not the point. But I feel like it's like, I mostly only know about it because Jack's Films did a parody of it, where his song was also much better than hers, and he had just learned how to play the ukulele a week before making the video. But I don't know, it was a parody, obviously. Yeah. So it feels like Lana's trying to do a ukulele apology video right now, where she's trying to speak when she really shouldn't be saying anything. Her team is probably screaming right now, and we're her team.
Oh dear.
So
Okay.
I don't know what she's going to say.
Oh dear.
But I feel like we probably, well, if she's going to say something, we kind of have to let her.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's a game. But I don't know.
In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble.
The ukulele apology releasing on the same day as a terrible cover of We Didn't Start the Fire that rhymed George Floyd with Metroid was an insane day for music. I did not hear about that one. I'm guessing that's like a 2020s We Didn't Start the Fire or something.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Okay.
That's definitely an insane day for music. I did watch a video where somebody played Guitar Hero to the ukulele apology video. Because her ukulele playing was very basic, so it was easy to tab for, but it was...
Okay.
I might have heard about that, mostly just because it's like, why would you... Modern day George Floyd, why would you... Don't even...
Okay.
All right. Maybe she's gonna take the stand as a cross-examination thing?
What's this all about, defendant? I'd just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished.
Okay.
Well then, what's your request?
Give up.
Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial.
My lawyer sucks.
Huh?
I confess to all charges against me.
No!
Oh my god, Gant must have done it, right?
Yeah, like, obviously.
Yeah. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman.
Shut up! Shut up!
In the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office.
With a pencil or whatever. What are the items in Clue? Yeah, a lead pipe.
No, Lana!
Random image. It was a random image. I murdered him with this rotisserie chicken.
Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea.
Yeah, she shouldn't have been allowed to speak.
In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services.
That's not how this works. We're at least getting paid, right?
But Lana! Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. Wow. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. What's with her giving us the back?
She doesn't. Yeah, we're in the making up court rules as we go phase. Yeah, we're on the last day.
Yeah, right.
Shit, hit no the fan thing. Yeah, right.
I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please.
Give me the gavel.
Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. Her request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Well, at least in the United States, the judge has the right to say, I don't think that's in your best interest.
Yeah, right.
Although Ted Bundy defended himself.
Yeah, but also, like, we're in the middle of a case where you're already being represented by somebody.
Yeah. Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial. Even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise.
This can't be happening.
It appears the time for the verdict has arrived.
No!
This court finds the defendant...
Edgeworth, say something!
Yeah.
Yes, Edgeworth!
Thank you.
Edgeworth!
One moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth?
You were going to win this case.
The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt.
Thank you, Edgeworth. She legitimately did say circumstantial evidence.
Yeah, she even admitted it.
Yeah.
Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature.
Edgeworth clutch. Edgeworth real.
Come now, Worthy.
Oh, right. His name for him was Worthy. Okay, so I guess he takes the end of people's names.
I guess, yeah.
Righty. Put that image on.
Nice.
I understand this is a difficult time for you. But why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut?
Why is he allowed to say this in court?
Yeah. I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gunt.
Kiefer.
Yes.
There he is.
What?
Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes? Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be.
Get his ass, Edgeworth. Shut up, old man. We're practicing law. Yes.
With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes.
Yeah, get his ass.
Yeah.
Get his ass.
Some kind of deal, Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy.
He didn't do that. He specifically didn't strike any deals behind the scenes. That's the whole point.
Yep. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness.
Wait, what?
Oh? To whom?
Oh, of today. I thought they meant, like, retroactively.
Right, yeah, how do you do that? As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Ms. Emma Skye.
What? Oh, I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
She was the witness in that SL9.
The other one.
right?
And also, yeah, she knows things.
Oh, yeah, right.
She's our assistant. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Science.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
I request the court hears her testimony.
The prosecution would like to go back in time. Yeah. If we could do that, then all the cases would be solved easily. Because you could
know,
just,
right?
I mean, I think there's a game like that where you go back in time or like talk to ghosts or something and you figure out cases that way.
Okay.
Am I thinking of, no, I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
There's games.
Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue. I don't care what you think, Ms. Skye.
Get her ass! Ghost Trick? I know of Ghost Trick and I know people like it, but I don't actually know that much about Ghost Trick. Do you talk to ghosts in Ghost Trick? That would make sense. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like it tracks.
Yeah, Ghost Track. You are Ghost. Oh, how do you talk? Oh, yeah, I guess you can talk to ghosts if you are a ghost.
Yeah.
That also tracks.
Is Casper the friendly ghost in there?
That would be awesome. But I think it's a Japanese game, so I don't know how many Japanese games have Casper in them.
Okay.
He seems pretty US centric
Yeah.
in terms of hauntings. You do haunting to solve crime. Okay. That.
Interesting.
Do you go back in time? Maybe that's a ghost power. There's many ghost powers. Some ghosts
Could be,
can manipulate time. Maybe.
Maybe.
Ah, ghost.
The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
Get him.
Very well, the court shall grant the prosecution's request.
Thanks.
That's okay with you, right, Chief Kent? Like, what? He doesn't have any say really in this court. He shouldn't. Anyway.
He shouldn't, but
he shouldn't be an officer of the court. He's
not. But
yeah. Anyway,
Brandy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my word.
oh gosh, that's a bad picture for that. What is this? I see you're a man of culture as well. No, that's wrong. That's not funny, just wrong.
Ms. Emma Sky, please take the stand. Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins.
I see you're a man of murder. Now that's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah, can't always get it right.
Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Emma Sky. My occupation, I'm Lana's little sister. And I want to be a scientific investigator.
She's doing it. She did it.
2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings.
Oh.
Is this correct?
Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though.
Well, don't forget it for this case.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant? Yes, it most certainly is.
That's what we're always trying to do in this game. It's
Well,
always...
I mean, yeah, people were trying to move that evidence and
Yeah.
steal that evidence, and
Yeah.
so it seems very relevant.
I mean, it's Ace Attorney, so they're always making other cases involved, or else it
Well,
would just be
yeah.
a simple case.
Exactly.
It would be a beginner case, otherwise.
Exactly. Too simple.
Yes.
Well, okay then. He sure gave in fast.
Let Edgeworth cook. Yes, let him cook. He's thinking. He's thinking.
Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago. The trip to yesteryear has finally begun.
We did get to time travel. Let's go.
All right. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial.
Woohoo!
All right.
2 years ago. Whoa. Whoa.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage.
Whoa.
Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant.
Oh, yeah.
The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
Just like in 12 Angry Men.
Yeah, they stab people there. Yeah. This is just like 12 Angry Men.
It's a good thing you weren't harmed.
I passed out. I don't remember much.
Well, yeah, we found that drawing of the stabbing, didn't we? That was on the back of something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
We can... Oh, wrong button. Tab, there we go. It was on the back of evidence for SL9. I'm pretty sure. Because... Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is the drawing of that scene that we just saw.
Yeah. And
And
where did
it's-
this come from?
This was in Gant's office. This was in his desk.
Oh, yeah.
This is half of the evidence
Right.
of the SL9 incident. So that's specifically tying that. Well, I guess that ties it to the SL9 incident. So that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't tie it to this. But he was hiding it in the present day.
Right.
I don't know if that'll have anything to do with this right now, but
Right. Yeah. That will soon become apparent, Your Honor.
Edgeworth knows what's happening at least.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, because we don't.
You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
I'm gonna hope pressing does something, because I have no idea for evidence here.
Right.
I mean, that sheet, but... So I have one idea, but...
Right.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day.
Were you?
2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct? Yes, she was second in command under then Deputy Chief of Police Gant. My sister, she was the best detective ever.
Yes, I remember.
She was the best.
Deputy Chief Gant and Miss Sky used to be quite the pair. I believe they shared the same office.
That's right. I'd always sit at my sister's desk
Yeah, the other one.
and dream about playing that organ.
Okay, so it was
Like
there.
you do.
Yeah, so it was there 2 years ago. At
Yeah.
least that places it at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Maybe the body was in the organ.
Yeah, there's something in the organ pipes.
That would be incredible. I wish that they had done that. Why
Yeah,
didn't
right?
they do that?
Yeah.
Organ pipes are prime places for
That's a
hiding bodies
missed
and
opportunity.
and evidence. You could just throw evidence in the pipe.
I know, right? Yeah, and then you wouldn't find out until you tried to play the organ,
Yeah.
and it was making goofy noises.
Yeah, can Gant play the organ? Or is
Didn't
it
he
just
say,
there
didn't
for...
he say he was playing the organ? Didn't he have
Maybe?
something
I
where
think
he was
so.
playing?
I only know the background music has organ in it,
Okay.
but that doesn't mean
Okay.
anything because it's video game music.
Right.
I wanted to play it that day, too.
The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day.
Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work.
Okay.
A man came running in and took me hostage.
Feel like they talked about him playing it really, really loudly. Oh, yeah, because people in the other parts of the office could hear it.
Right,
Okay, so
yeah,
he
yeah.
definitely, okay, yeah, he definitely
Yeah,
played
I
it.
thought we had.
Yeah, we did. It's been a while.
A man?
Him.
Yes, Joe Dark. He was a serial killer. He killed 15 people in one day and then turned himself in. He killed cereal. Yeah, Captain Crunch was never the same.
Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of that ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest.
Not the cereal.
When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right? Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator.
Okay.
He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up.
Oh, yeah, right, because they had to go up to the second, third, whatever floor his office is on.
Yeah, wherever.
Whoops.
Then he ran into Sky and Gant's office.
Yeah, you'd think if you were escaping, you would be going down
Yeah, right.
or just jump out the window.
Stupid elevators.
Yeah, pretty stupid.
There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look. That's when I saw him.
Him.
Dun dun dun.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Neil Marshall rescued me.
What was the prosecutor doing there?
Oh, that's a good question.
That day, there were two people
Oh.
present during Dark's questioning.
Right, he was questioning him.
Deputy Chief Damon Gant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Almost forgot about Gant.
Yeah, he was...
Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award.
Yeah, because it's that photo.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Yay! So they gave him an award and then made him go back to work to question a serial killer?
Yeah. It's, it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
Always on the grind.
That's right. yeah.
Okay, I guess. There it is. Yes.
Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony.
Okay, it was his choice then.
Yes.
Maybe they could have given him a day off, but he's like, no! I'm the king of prosecutors. I'm also the king of questioners. And then king of questioned his way in there, and then,
That's right.
Yeah.
I assume that would also be why he was the first to run after dark.
When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was as good as dead.
And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in?
I don't clearly remember what happened then.
So he was in the office with her, or he was outside the office?
Seems like she doesn't really remember.
Right, no, I don't remember if we learned that. So this was the picture that appeared. Yeah, what is this boomer?
But I'll never forget what I saw in that instant.
What did you see? A stabbing.
Can you tell us about that? Mr. Marshall jumped on Dirk. Just then, the lights went out.
Oh, of course. I guess. Oh, yeah, right.
The lights?
It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on, and lightning struck nearby.
And then the lightning
Just like
lit
in
up.
that picture.
Yeah, the lightning like lit up the silhouettes, and that was what she saw,
okay.
right? So, assuming that's
Yeah.
what the picture's for.
Yeah. So the electricity went out?
Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right?
But lightning struck just at this time of the stabbing.
Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind.
It's gonna end up being like the This Is Media picture with the stabbing, when it's like
Yeah, yeah.
someone else is stabbing or something.
Right, yeah.
I need to look at that again because it's it just makes me laugh. Yeah, because we don't know who each person was.
Right.
Because how would this be part of a silhouette? That
Yeah, that's a funny...
it's media. Yeah, this is media. Yeah, it was media all along.
I see.
I told the detective about what I saw then.
The detective?
Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
Yeah.
Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim.
Stop.
Yes.
Obviously, hear more.
So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago? Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial.
And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw?
Yes, but at the time the words just wouldn't come out.
Ah.
That's why I drew a picture.
Yeah, so she drew it. Yep.
A picture, yes. I think she mentioned that before.
Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough?
Obviously, more picture.
This picture the witness drew, I believe it was has a very important meaning.
But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
Right, because the list he was given.
What about this?
Well, the list of evidence he was given was only half of the evidence.
Right,
That's
yes.
why he did. That's why it literally didn't.
Right, yeah, exactly. Exactly. So can we present that now?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
My concern is that if we present it, usually when we present things, it's to contradict things,
Oh, I see. Okay.
right?
All right.
But we can always save and try it.
Okay.
We'll see what it says.
I drew a picture of that scene once,
Oh.
but it seems to have been lost.
Okay. I will save, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we present the picture.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Save it here. Like, I doubt that's wrong.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yay, picture!
Okay.
Let's look at it first, because the question mark was... Or the magnifying glass didn't show. Yeah!
A picture is drawn on the back of the evidence list in magic marker.
Magic marker.
That's a pretty good drawing for a kid.
Yeah.
I've got a very bad feeling about this.
Yeah, it's really good for a kid. It probably looked worse on
Better
the
than I
DS.
can draw.
Yeah. I'm just very concerned about this being not a silhouette, but that's
Yeah.
probably just an adaptation thing.
Yeah, right.
Boop.
Mr. Edgeworth, this little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture.
This little girl.
Oi. And yet, you would insist on denying its existence?
Huh? Hey, I'm not the bad guy.
I'm trying to help you.
All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
The art style different. The picture was just, oh, the art style's different.
Okay.
It's true.
That may well be. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Behold!
And lo,
That would be a really good screenshot. There.
behold. Oh, perfect.
This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident.
Judge,
Please turn it over, Your Honor.
Udgy.
Turn it over. Turn it. Oh! What's this?
Whoa!
Yes, what is that?
Hey, that's it. That's the picture I drew.
It's media! It's media! Oh, I didn't know she was wearing boots.
Indeed, two men appear to be wrestling here. Wrestling? Judge, how much WWE have you in fact seen?
Or even Japanese wrestling.
Right, yeah.
Is also pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But the art style is different, yeah.
Indeed. What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list?
Me?
Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list.
You should look at it and see if you recognize anything.
Yeah, right. Huh? These lists, they're different from each other. What?
Oh.
It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth.
I agree, Mario. Vince McMahon shouted, and he's stabbing him with the weirdly shaped knife. Yeah. That's the only WWE moment I know.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Did you read this?
Oh, yeah. It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here where they were torn apart from each other.
Well, we can't. The art style's different. But...
Yes. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half the evidence in that case ever reached you. What?
Betrayal.
Order! But Ms. Sky, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list?
900. Yo.
Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor.
Maybe because it had something on it, or because he was just like, whoops.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
he
have any
meant-
other paper.
Yeah, maybe.
I lost my pad of paper.
Whoops.
Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor. Are you all right, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head.
Like one of those goldfish or something?
Right. If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing in the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list.
What? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean torn? Like, it was one complete piece of paper? I thought it was torn like it was two pieces stapled together.
Yeah, that's what
or
I
something.
thought. Yeah, or something. Yeah, a tabloid-sized piece of paper. Something.
Maybe.
Yes, that's quite conceivable, Mr. Edgeworth.
This is definitely conceivable for an Ace Attorney twist, but...
Absolutely.
But, like,
Yeah.
the paper looked normal, like a
Yeah,
normal
yeah.
printer size.
It's possible. Let's see.
That sounds like a cow.
I know.
Yeah. He looks... He's a microwave now.
Is something wrong? Do you even have to ask?
I can't believe they tore it perfectly in a straight line. That's what I'm confused about.
Yeah.
Where did they even tear it? I guess we'll see once we see the back of his paper.
Yeah. Sorry, Your Honor. There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list.
You never flipped it over in 2 years.
It's that thing. I like that they're playing the music.
That's why he was so mad. Because it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Blue Badger.
Blue Badger Sweep, let's go!
Yeah, hashtag Blue Badger.
That thing. That thing that was dancing in the evidence room.
Oh, it's the trophy though.
Yeah, it also looks like that vase, right? Or
Yeah, the
that
vase
thing.
trophy. Yeah. This thing.
Yeah.
But upside down, kind of. Or like turned in a different way.
Because if we examine it, if we do 3D, right?
Yeah.
If we do a 3D
Sure.
on
Let's
it,
do 3D. I love 3D.
there's 3 handles, right, on that thing?
Blue Badger branding.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah,
Or like
it's a
this or
missing
something.
handle. You know, there's a missing thing, and then it would
Yeah.
look like that.
Yeah, or like this or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That explains why he wouldn't think it was suspicious. He thought it was just the Blue Badger.
Yeah,
that makes
true.
sense.
That is true. Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives.
Oh, he thought Gumshoe drew it. Yeah.
I guess he was out of scrap paper?
Do we get to piece them together in a puzzle? I hope
Oh, that
so.
would be fun. Yeah.
I mean, it's only 2 pieces, so it's not like a very fun puzzle, but...
No.
Yay!
Evidence list restored and updated in the court record. Oh, so we could look at it.
Oh, it's got tape on it, so they just pieced it together for us. Okay.
Nice. Very well. Witness.
Let's try to look at it.
Okay.
Gimme. Why would they do evidence like this?
I don't
Like, what?
I don't
Okay, so this was like flying in the air above her or something? We don't actually get to rotate it around anymore, we just get this. Oh,
Okay.
or she fell over or something, so she drew it sideways. It's
yeah.
it's taped back together.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I can also see why she thought it would be. Well, the Blue Badger is new, so it wouldn't have existed, but maybe he designed the Blue Badger based off of this. I can actually see it being based off of this.
Ah, okay.
Right, because he just saw it and he was like, because he loves Edgeworth, right? So he would I don't know, look through all his stuff or something and be like, oh, what the heck is this?
Right.
It looks cool. Maybe it's a new guy.
Presumably Emma will say something about this.
Right,
'cause
yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, they taped it back together because there's little either that or I mean, it's not staples, but there's like
Oh
little
yeah,
pieces
some
of
pieces
tape right
of
there.
tape there. Yeah. Okay. Will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago?
All right, cool.
Huh? Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor.
What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture.
No way. I'm a horrible artist.
Yeah.
She's fine.
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago.
Yep.
The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see were shadows.
That's why I'm confused about that, but it's not very sharp either. Because wasn't the weapon that knife?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's adapted from a DS thing, so there's not a ton of detail here, but like you'd think that this would have been sharper. What?
Yeah, you would think she'd remember it pointy.
Yeah. How pointy is this? This thing is flat, and it's also missing.
Yeah. Have we watched High Anxiety yet?
No. Or at least we
because
haven't.
they do. It's a tribute, Mel Brooks tribute to Hitchcock, and so when they're doing the Psycho thing, he's in the shower, and this guy comes in with a newspaper that he had asked him to get, and he just kept bugging him about it. So he brings the newspaper in,
like a knife,
and does like the Psycho shower scene, only it's with stabbing with the newspaper. That's what.
Yeah, it looks like a newspaper.
Right. Yeah.
But my guess is that it's the knife off of the thing.
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why it's called High Anxiety?
Yes.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because the main character has a fear of heights.
Okay, so like the vertigo thing or whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Gotcha.
After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant.
Okay.
To think a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind.
It was a really good burst of lightning.
Yeah. Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw.
Yay!
Well, I don't see any contradictions here.
But you're not the defense lawyer.
This clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Yeah.
Now it shows two people.
It shows media.
Right.
It shows media. That's
Right.
what it shows. It
In a particular pose. That's all it shows.
It's a statue.
Right, yeah.
It could have been the actual statue that he has in his office, right? Not that it was, but like it could.
Yeah.
It showed that WWE moment. Exactly. It showed the WWE.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
The
God.
defense may now begin its cross-examination.
At least they're not trying to do that thing where he's like...
it is a lot like that sword that's in the award.
Yeah,
it?
right.
Yeah.
Well, and the sword is missing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it's a spear, right, or whatever, a halberd. It's a halberd.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's the tip of one. It's not actually a full thing,
Right.
Because it's the kanji.
Right.
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago.
Didn't you draw it 3 years ago?
Did you draw this picture right after the incident?
I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later.
Okay.
At first, I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything.
Ooh.
During that time, the investigation team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge, under the direction of Damon Gant and Lana Sky.
Right.
2 or 3 days later, the memory should still have been fresh in her mind.
Okay.
Excuse me, witness. But can you please tell us why this picture is painted all black?
Good job, Judge.
The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see were shadows.
Oh.
So at the time you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue?
No, I couldn't see him clearly.
So it might not have been.
Yeah.
That could also have been Gant. It's his office.
Right. Right.
The lightning was so bright, and I was knocked to the floor.
You were knocked to the floor.
Dark had a tight grip on me, but when Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when the lightning flashed.
This is dark, right? So it's supposed to... Okay. But I guess we
Goofy
don't know.
hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poor Emma. I'm just glad she wasn't hurt. I mean, it looks like he's got an onion for a hairdo.
Yeah.
Right?
Although I suppose that was what he looks like normally. Where's the profile R? Because his hair, it doesn't show the top of his head,
Oh, okay.
but it is slicked back, so
Okay.
I think that's normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened after the lightning flashed?
After that, I must have fainted.
You mean you didn't see the actual murder take place?
No, I'm sorry.
The flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. Not only that, but the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint.
Or someone hit her on the head,
Yes.
but I guess she would have had an injury.
Do you really need to torture this girl any further? What? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here.
You're the one who wanted to question her.
Anyway, this picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant.
Plus the blue badger.
Yeah.
He was there. He was the murderer. Oh, that was fun.
Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw?
Of course, this is exact scene.
It wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives? Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright?
That's a possibility.
Of course it is. No, of course not. I'd better watch out, or he might find some way to cut my salary.
That would not even happen.
I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives, so I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me.
I mean, she was talking to him, but I don't know, whatever. I don't really know how it would have.
Yeah. Mr. Wright? Is there something that's bothering you about this picture?
Well, we're not showing the other half.
Yeah. Huh? Oh, well... That's strange.
She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here.
I don't know what it is. What's the contradiction?
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago.
Alright. So.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no ideas either. The knife? The murder weapon? Oh, wait. But the murder weapon, the tip was found in the victim's body. Right. And this was the murder weapon for Joe Dark, right?
Right.
So it would have been pointy.
Right.
When it stabbed him.
Right.
And the image is not pointy.
So maybe he's talking about the non-pointy.
Yeah, so let me... Exactly, so we'll have to contradict this. That's my only guess. Because that's also what we were noticing, so...
Right, yeah. Okay.
There's so much evidence here that it has to be something that's really obvious.
Right, yeah,
but also, who knows?
Right.
Uh-oh, the music didn't stop.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
Well, that's not it. So...
It does. I don't see anything contradictory.
No.
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Right.
Okay, so it's not that. What is it then? Alright, what do we got? We got... The halberd was removed at Gant's behest, giving it its current form.
Interesting.
Could be that. Photo, Gant, Neil, this. Okay, why is there blood on this? Still don't know.
Yeah.
This has her handprints on it. And that was... Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Either that or it's this, and we just haven't talked about the rest of the picture.
Yeah,
That's the only other thing I can think.
Yeah.
No, it's... No. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of things to try.
Yeah.
It also might just be that we're not presenting at the right thing, but...
Do we have another picture that shows the murder, or
we don't have any pictures that show the murder?
Okay, because we've seen that.
We've seen this, like, the hypothetical version of it, but that's just this, like, art.
Right.
That was
so we already presented the knife. Is that right?
Yeah, we didn't. This was the knife that was Joe Dark's murder weapon. Tick 21. That's another case that doesn't have anything to do with this. This is Goodman's. The glove. What does this have to do with the incident? With the SL9 incident? I don't know. It's probably not.
I don't know.
Because that was SL9 in evidence.
Yeah.
And we can do this, maybe.
Okay.
No. No. There's so much evidence.
Yeah.
And we pressed on everything, right? So
yeah. Stabbed in
knife tip was in the wound. Stabbed in the back. Yeah, if he stabbed in the this is a weird way to stab somebody in the back.
It is. Okay, try that.
Yeah. Whoops. Full of evidence. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that was it.
Yay!
Yay! Good thing
job.
we looked through all. I figured it would be on the third page, but
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction. What? But I still remember it like it was yesterday. Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us.
I want to look at this first then, if it's multiple pages. Right. It's only one page. It's single stab wound. This doesn't even say it's on the back. Okay, but we probably have to point at the picture then?
Something. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy evidence?
Do I point at the knife or at his back? Like... It's stabbed in the back. Do I just do like this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know where to point.
I think it's this part here.
That's not encouraging, but
No. I don't see what's so strange about that. That's because the drawing stinks.
Mr. Wright, how could you?
The act of making an innocent girl cry should warrant the death penalty. Jeepers.
all right. Well, I'm gonna load before, and then we'll redo up until the picture. I just want to have a different set. That's the data to prepare for the death little man picture. Okay. Yeah. This one. This picture.
Oh.
Here. Yeah.
Data.
Are you prepared for the kind of death you heard, little man? Yeah, I just don't know what... I don't know what part of the picture it is.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get to a part where we can... it's like, what part? Shit. Nope, that's
then I
too
would
late.
then I would part...
The knife?
Point to the... Yeah, the knife, yeah.
No. Oh, yes.
The contradiction, of course, lies here.
That is a knife? I don't know.
Take a look at the knife the man is holding.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Green Mario. Yeah.
If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken.
So it wasn't the back? Then I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
I don't get it.
Even I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright.
But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too.
If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body.
Yeah, so it should still be there.
It was the conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer.
I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma. And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem?
Edgeworth, please.
Think.
Yeah.
It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back.
Oh, it's saying that it's the single part is the contradiction, not the back part.
Right.
Okay.
If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken.
Real.
Oh! What's the meaning of this?
That was scary.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand. Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible.
It wouldn't have been in his body.
Right. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body.
They broke it beforehand and then put it in his body after.
That's right.
Obviously. Planting evidence.
That's right. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there.
Duh.
That's right. But what does this mean? The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken.
So many.
That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time. But she was sure she remembered correctly. But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency.
Mom, the boys are fighting. The boys are fighting.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There is another explanation. Have you forgotten already? About a little something called falsified evidence?
They put the knife tip inside his body.
You're treading on thin ice, right? All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged.
They did put it in his body then. Well, because then if the knife...
Or
if
they just, the pathologist said that it...
Oh, yeah. They put blood on it. Because it's not completely covered in blood. If it was inside the body, you'd think there would be more, maybe.
Yeah, you would think. Yeah.
Although it might just be an art thing.
Yeah.
with small heads and huge bodies. I didn't think that was a meme, but yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think.
You can't deny the possibility.
Not anymore, at least.
No. Ah. Order, order, order! Are you saying the investigation really was corrupted? Yeah.
Duh.
Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder.
Get his ass, Phoenix.
Which one?
Gumshoe was there.
The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors award at the ceremony,
I'm trying to think why, because like, why would he want to take the halberd off? Maybe it's covered in blood or something, and then he didn't want to have to get it clean.
and we still don't know what that weird vase thing
Yeah.
has to do with anything.
Yeah.
Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant.
It's one of the stupidest looking vases I've ever seen. So.
Well, it looks very like, prehistorical or
Yeah, but it
early
also has
Greek.
like fancy bronze handles on it.
Yeah,
That's why it's
no,
confusing about it.
yeah.
Like the shape is old, but then it's also fancy.
Yeah, no, and with the hole at the bottom, clearly it's some interesting kind of thing, and that we don't know yet.
Yeah, we're not gonna get.
During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story there is a lie.
That's what I said.
I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife.
If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon.
Yeah.
It was the halberd.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't. The autopsy report was falsified to say it was a single stab wound or something, and maybe someone stabbed him again, just like Goodman, where they stabbed him twice.
Right, exactly.
Keep stabbing.
There must have been another broken knife.
Hey, I got you. I got you, Edgeworth.
Huh. What are the chances of there being two broken knives?
In this universe, impossible.
Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's. Could there have been one?
Emma's mistaken. There is another one, yes.
If the witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't just be explained away by a simple observational error.
Mr. Wright?
In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife. I assume, then, that you have some information about this other broken knife.
See what the evidence is called. Just to make sure. Is it the statue?
I mean, the other possibility is that was a murder weapon, and that for some reason he was staging it so she would see it,
and
using that
faked
halberd thing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it has to be the halberd no matter. I'm assuming, I'm playing this as if the halberd is the broken knife she saw.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know why, but
Yeah, right.
I was just trying to see what evidence it was.
If so, please feel free to enlighten us.
Just
The
see.
murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon.
The shield! I assume we have to share this because
Yeah.
it's halberd. Like, it's talking specifically about this, and we don't actually have the halberd on us. So it has
It's
to
either
be
that
this.
or that screwdriver.
Well, the screwdriver's from a different case because it says like AI-16 on it.
Okay. If anything's broken here,
God, I hope this is right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I have to reload.
it's you.
I have to
Because
reload,
you
like-
didn't save.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
Huh? I'm sure this must all be very amusing to you, Mr. Wright.
No.
But may I remind you that the fate of Ms. Lana Sky hangs in the balance. Oh, so
Well,
that
we
was
can
wrong.
we can be on -2 as long as
Okay.
it's.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what it is then.
Sorry, Your Honor. Please give me another chance. The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder.
Yeah, I'm just gonna save here because it's
Okay.
quicker. The real murder weapon. This knife. No, it's not Edgeworth. How are we supposed to? The glove, or maybe it's the jar.
Yeah, try the
That's
jar.
possible.
Yeah, try the jar.
Because it's got.
Because it's got blood all over it.
Yeah. That would make sense.
The piece of leather.
That's also they suffocated him.
You're right. Yeah.
I mean, what does this say? It's punctured heart and lung. He died from punctured heart and lung between 7 and 7:30. Under 10 minutes blood loss. February 19th. He died from the autopsy report. No, it's not that.
Okay.
So it's not the jar. It's not the bell jar. Right.
Well, you can try the other knife, I guess.
I doubt it. This is Edgeworth's knife. That doesn't make any sense. It has to be a broken knife. Yeah. It was Blue Badger.
Was allegedly dancing.
Yeah, allegedly dancing in the evidence room. You know, knife was a 2-shot weapon. Yeah. The shoe. The glove.
Try the screwdriver.
This is not it. This has nothing to do with this case. This is tagged from a past case of Edgeworth.
I understand, but it's the only weapony looking thing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just gonna say that.
Fine, we'll try it. We have to try every piece of evidence, right? So that'll count.
Yeah.
It doesn't look anything like a knife, so. No.
Okay.
What am I missing? Would it be the picture? Because it has the shield in it?
Okay, sure.
Or the sword in it.
Yeah.
Just want to see what else. Definitely not this. The security tape would kill him out of boredom, maybe.
Yeah, or insanity watching that.
Yeah.
Blue Badger dancing.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it is a picture.
The answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past.
Why is it the picture? It says 2 years ago that halberd was removed.
Right, okay. Right here, inside this picture.
I guess because you have to show that it is a broken knife.
Yeah, okay. This is a picture of the award ceremony.
That's Edgeworth.
Oh, yeah. This is a picture of the awards ceremony. Oh!
There's so many screams in this
I know,
section.
Right? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? It's the broken murder weapon. Notice the award prosecutor marshal is holding.
Look at it. Hey, we get the full model.
That's a broken knife. As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood from this award.
Why the hell did he have that? Like, what?
Order, order, order. Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day.
So he has a picture of himself with the knife on the trophy.
Right.
So maybe he had it with him while he was questioning him, or he had it while he was leaving questioning.
Or maybe he left it in Gant's office while he went to do the questioning.
And then the trophy. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out.
Because they clearly were in Gant's office.
Yeah, right.
For that picture, right?
Yeah.
Because
he could have left
vase,
it.
Right?
Yeah, right.
As an award, he was given this broken shield and knife.
Cool.
When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out this knife.
Oh, Neil had it. Oh, Neil's the attacker.
Okay. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol.
Good.
This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation.
Right, so it's a classic case of mistaken identity or whatever, where it's like, it's media, you know, it's like you don't know who's attacking because you can't see it.
But that can't be. Oh, why and why not, Mr. Edgeworth? Because if the King of Prosecutors award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed.
Classic mistaken identity.
What do you mean? I mean, this man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh!
That's why they didn't want to talk about it. Oops.
But the prosecutor was the one who actually died. That's true. What's going on here? SL9 incident, can you say?
Yeah, right here.
It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions.
Either that or it's correct.
Yeah.
Hold it, yeah. Emma? Yeah.
Wait! I remember now! I remember everything! Thank God.
Anime.
Witness?
Mr. Edgeworth!
What is it?
Could you show me your evidence list again, please?
This list? This one with that picture scribbled on the back?
With the blue badger on it?
Yeah.
Hey!
I knew it. This picture. I'm the one who drew it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? You drew that?
That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture.
The music. What?
Oh, man.
Please don't. Rotate it, please.
All this time I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside me.
Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness's testimony.
Oh my god.
Would you please tell us what you've recalled, Ms. Sky?
Yes, Your Honor.
Blue Badger walked in doing a horrifying little dance.
I was so traumatized.
that I tried to push it out of my brain.
Exactly, traumatized by the badger.
Exactly.
First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger?
You better not be actually saying anything about it.
This should be interesting.
Because didn't Gumshoe just come up with the blue badger like a few days ago?
Yeah, right, yeah. He was inspired by
a murder.
Yeah.
As all good art is.
All right.
I guess.
When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed toward both of them.
Huh.
I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then, there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger.
Please, Emma, please. Anyako. So that explains the handprint on the cloth, though, because that's what I was thinking, is that she grabbed Neil somehow in her handprint, because that has her fingerprints on it.
Got it.
And it was brown leather. It's like obviously a cowboy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
okay, gotcha.
Mo and Momogus. Yes, let's go. Let's go.
He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow.
Oh, okay. So did someone in the behind her pick up and throw the jar or something?
Right,
what
something.
happened?
Or hit somebody over the head, something, yeah.
Well, because if it's flying in the air, right?
Yeah.
With nobody else.
This is certainly most unusual. Try impossible. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year.
That's what I was saying. Doesn't make any sense.
That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Stop. Please, don't pursue this any further.
Uh-oh. We're gonna break the case wide open.
Lana? What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair.
But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime.
That doesn't mean anything, Lana.
Why can't you just leave it at that?
I bet Emma did it. I bet that's why she's protecting her so much.
Emma killed Neil?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Accidentally, right?
Oh, that would be big blackmail. Yeah, that would. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Chief Prosecutor Sky. We've already come this far. It's too late to turn back. Silence. The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Again.
Okay.
Bailiff, please detain the defendant.
Oh, she's gonna be held in outside the room or something.
Right. It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter.
Finally, it's only been 6 months. Okay. Hi, Blue Rezo. Hello, welcome in.
When I saw that man raise his knife...
Oh yeah, press everything.
When you say that man, I assume you refer to Joe Dark?
Yes, at least I think it was him.
The one with the knife, at least.
You think?
All I could really see were shadows.
The power outage that immediately preceded the incident is also documented in the prosecutor's office reports.
Huh.
So then you...
I panicked and rushed toward both of them.
Why would you do something so dangerous?
What else could I have done? He was about to stab Mr. Marshall.
That's what you thought, at least.
She seems convinced that Dark was the one holding the knife. But as we've just theorized, Mr. Marshall was the one holding the knife.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that at the time.
He must not have been wearing his hat.
Yeah, right.
when that dark guy knocked me down, all I could think was, I've got to help that other person.
Yeah.
I think I knocked away the man with the knife.
Okay.
What do you mean you think?
It all happened so fast, and I was in shock. I don't remember everything clearly. What I did, it's all kind of a blur.
Come on, you just said you remembered everything. Ms. Sky was almost killed before she was witness to a murder about to take place. With so much happening in a matter of seconds, a little disorientation is only natural.
She also was like 12.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's fair.
I saw the man about to stab the other person, who I thought was Mr. Marshall.
He's a pretty good artist for 12 then. Doing all... Giger's a blue badger.
Yeah, like I
She's
said,
gumshoe.
she's better than me.
Yeah, right.
I knew I had to stop the man with a knife.
What you did was very brave, young girl. So then, what happened next?
Is she 12? How old is she right now?
I think she's 15 now, right?
She's 16. Oh, so she was 14. Okay, that's, I mean, still a good artist for 14, but...
Yeah.
Just then, there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger.
No, you didn't.
Are you sure about this?
Of course. See? I even drew a picture of him here.
It's so stupid.
But it was the chief of detectives who thought up this hideous beast. And that was just this year.
Hideous beast.
The blue badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable.
I know it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department.
You're like, wait, this creature from my childhood?
Right.
I had this nagging feeling that I'd seen him somewhere before.
Allegedly dancing.
See, and he's got a bloody stick in his hand there.
Oh, yeah. He's got the murder weapon. He was the time traveler. Yes.
Now I finally remember.
Thank goodness. Oh, brother. Just when you thought that thing had caused enough commotion.
No, she's saying that she remembers that it was the blue badger.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Not, anything else.
Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing?
He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow.
He beheaded himself and then threw his head into the room. Why else would you see only his head? Like,
Yeah, no, it clearly was a shadow on something.
yeah, right.
His shadow?
That's why I'm thinking it was someone throwing the jar, right?
Yeah,
because
right.
it's
Like holding the jar.
If it was
or something
holding,
like
there would be like arms.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, true. Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking it has to be flying somehow.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
Either thrown or dropped, or like someone dropped it on her head.
So you mean you didn't actually see his face with its winning smile and all?
This is a winning smile.
Yes, exactly.
I like that. His face is not bad. It's cute, but
That's right, but I still remember it. He had 3 creepy horns.
This is pointless. That thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken. That may well be.
Objection, the horns are not creepy.
Oh yes, the blue badger was a time traveler, that's it.
Yeah.
But what's important is what caused her to think she saw what she did.
Yeah.
Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation. If so, then by all means, please tell us what this shadow really was.
Does he want it now? I don't think so, but those are the creepy horns, Zach. You played the...
What was it Emma saw when that lightning flashed? Who is this blue badger really?
Okay. Can I save on this? Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think it's the jar.
Yeah,
like, it
me
makes
too.
the most sense.
The blue badger hadn't even been dreamt up when Emma drew this picture. Yet she's certain she saw its shadow.
Yeah, the shadow also helps.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, behold, it is the defense's belief that on that fateful day 2 years ago,
And lo, a jar.
there indeed was something that looked similar to the blue badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room. As a piece of evidence, I guess.
Or a person? No.
Mr. Wright!
In this room? Very well, Mr. Wright.
Okay, no, I'm gonna save here. I just want to know. I want to save as close to it as possible, so we don't have to skip a bunch of dialogue.
Yeah. What is it that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this mysterious blue badger look-alike.
The blue badger. It's the jar.
Yeah, right.
Right? Yeah.
The mysterious blue badger was, in fact, this.
Yahoo!
But that's... what exactly is that?
It's a good question. We don't know either.
I believe it's some sort of jar.
It's a jar!
But Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger.
Oh, I really hope they have some sort of graphic where the blue badger silhouette lines up with the jar.
Right.
Or that we have to adjust the 3D.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Indeed, it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint?
Oh, please.
Our viewpoint? I've got to show them the correct angle to look at this from.
Yes! Oh, okay, I think it's this, right? How am I gonna get this to align? This is horrible. These tools. Oh, there we go. And then forward, maybe? Right? That looks like it. No? Right?
I would tip it down.
Yeah.
So that...
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to get it perfectly straight because these controls are really bad. Whoops! That I didn't mean to press E. I know. Okay, we don't lose anything. Okay, good. Okay, we're fine.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna use the buttons though. I accidentally pressed E because it's next to the because it's Q and R to rotate and E is in between those.
Okay.
So somewhere like this. Probably.
Yeah.
Because it can't be like this because there's a hole in the middle.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's something like that.
Let's try this.
Okay.
No? Okay. Yeah. Bit more vertically or horizontally. Okay. I think Buffalo Bill? I don't know anything about Buffalo Bill. Because I thought it would be this.
Yeah, me too.
And also, no spoilers. It's either that or this, but that wouldn't make any sense.
No.
It's so funny that it just has the picture of him, though. If you smash it real small and glue it back, yeah. That's a good idea.
Yes, exactly. Huh. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just trying to think maybe this is what's messing it up, the thing down here.
Yeah.
Let's try that. No, okay. Make it look more like the badger. Yeah, I know!
I got nothing.
Yeah, I know. I wish it was that thing where it would just like automatically select it for you or something.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I doubt it's. Oh, maybe it's the other way. This. Oh, there we go. That's
there you go.
probably
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Please. Yeah.
Yay!
Okay. Yay!
Good job. Good job. Well, is this a miracle or what?
It's a miracle.
It is.
Yippee!
Yay!
Yay! I love this jar. Here you go.
No one can possibly deny this jar's resemblance to the blue badger.
Did he get out a red marker for this? Yeah, Ace Attorney's crazy.
No, it can't be. Order, order! The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this.
Red jar.
Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains.
I'm now imagining them doing...
What the heck does that have to do with anything?
I'm just imagining this in the courtroom now.
Yeah,
where
right.
He's like spinning it around. He's like, that's not it. Oh, no, I don't know. No, that's not... like just turning it physically in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Like, right, put down that jar.
Stop fiddling with that
Yeah.
jar. What's your point?
You could write this game.
Yes. What do you mean? So that badger thing was actually just a jar? That doesn't change anything.
It places the jar at the scene.
I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth.
Whoa.
You see, this changes everything.
What?
Indeed. Very well then, please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw this jar?
The murder weapon, very possibly. It's not the location, because we know it's still in the office. That in fact, that places it more clearly in his office.
Yeah.
A murderer, possibly. It's either murder weapon or murderer, so... It doesn't change the location,
It
though, I
seems
know.
more like murderer than murder weapon, right? Because the jar wasn't the murder weapon, because
No.
he wasn't killed by it, so I'd say the murderer.
Okay, sure.
Allow me to take these in turn.
Or he's just gonna say them.
At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar. At a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright. Yes, well, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar? Where? The location of the jar shown in a picture taken on the day of the crime.
In Gant's office.
It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant.
Oh, it places it on the other side of the room, actually. So it does change the location then. Because they thought it was on Lana's side of the room, on her office side, right?
Where was her desk?
It was on the other side of the room, right? You know, the organ was in the middle, and then hers was on the left, and his was on the right. And the jar is his.
Oh, okay.
So
it
it was all three. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they were all correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk.
So they assumed that the crime scene was Lana Sky's office.
Right.
Her side.
The witness testified so herself. Yes, and it is these two facts that reveal what actually transpired.
Because she didn't see the murder.
Right. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office.
Gasp.
It happened on the other side of the room in Chief Gant's office. Jant, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Jiff or Gif? Yeah.
Jife.
Yeah. I saw some cartoon where someone was saying, of course it's Jif, J-I-F, like...
Yeah, the peanut butter.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's JPEG something, you know.
Oh, yeah. I still like the Jife because it's
Jife.
funniest.
Yeah, yes.
Because it's specifically designed to piss everyone off.
Exactly.
I like that one.
Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office?
Yeah, so this was Lana's.
It's not a stretch.
Yeah. As long as there's no blood trail, then easy.
Yes.
Jiff pronounced Heef.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Why would he do that? There's no reason. Exactly.
Oh.
If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble.
So there was a reason, and we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason. Do you know what that reason was, Mr. Wright?
Uh-oh.
I finally figured it out.
Because it was Gant.
Dun, dun, dun.
And he didn't want it in his own office.
That's right.
Yeah.
So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial.
Or because Emma did it.
It's too late to quit now, though.
I don't know what it is, though.
Because you haven't done this before, right?
No, I only know there's like a final twist.
Okay. Please recall the witness's testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife.
Okay.
In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air.
Oh, yeah, so she grabbed him and then probably knocked the jar into the air, I guess.
Or somebody did.
Yeah.
Things were flying.
Yeah.
Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying?
I'm not following.
That would have to have been the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more.
The knife?
If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit?
the halberd in the night. Maybe.
Yeah,
or the jar.
Yeah.
Ah!
The suit of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword. Yes.
Oops.
Yeah. Oh, it's just like there's a Hitchcock where a kid falls down a thing. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall, wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy.
Okay, so Emma accidentally killed.
Oh, so she
knocked him into the armor.
Okay.
And man, wow. Okay.
No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking.
You're accusing your own assistant of murder.
Well, but if it was an accident.
And she was a minor.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, yes. There is another possibility of what actually transpired in that room. Another possibility?
From what we just said, or?
Of course, the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless.
Whoops.
I don't know if I can go through with this. Mr. Wright, what's the matter? If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Skye knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Whoops.
Oh, and then he would be stabbed in the back.
Yeah, right, yeah. Oops. Oopsie. And then she was immediately knocked unconscious.
You mean Mr. Marshall died because of me? No!
Good one. Uh-oh.
Trauma.
Mm-hmm.
I never imagined her testimony would lead to this.
Okay, so then Lana walks in on this, and Gant helps her cover it up and then holds it over her head forever. Okay.
Right.
That makes it all. I was trying to figure out what kind of blackmail. Yeah, accidental murder.
And that's a very Perry Mason thing, where
of course.
someone thinks that somebody they love has committed the murder, and so then they cover up for them.
I mean, they kind of technically just did.
Yes, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah. So it was the witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony.
Oops. The Blue Badger did it.
Yes, exactly.
Oops.
This is unprecedented. What are you saying? I'm sorry, Miss Skye, but given the circumstances, Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her?
Oh, that's a new portrait.
Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall?
That claw.
That piece of leather.
Well, piece of leather claw. Leather claws.
Yeah. Evidence? I'm willing to bet you don't.
Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence.
If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony.
But I have evidence.
Yeah, right, we have testimony.
I have no evidence. Yeah.
She's giving us the back.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead.
Yeah, they executed him, so...
We certainly can't get dead people to testify, at least not in this game.
Yeah,
in
next
the
game.
Ghost game.
Well, and the next few games, they start having Maya use her spirit powers. So
okay.
then I don't think they have. Well, there's a couple where they have ghosts testify.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning.
no shit.
Phoenix, a piece of leather.
Yeah.
Touche, Miss Sky. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility. You mean there's still another possibility?
She did it in this game, but Mia didn't testify. She was a ghost, but she didn't testify. We're saying specifically the testifying part.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
Case 2. She testified in her own murder case? I don't remember her testifying.
Yeah, she would help.
Oh, maybe in the very end, but I remember her more. I don't remember her actually testifying. I thought she got him
she was
indicted.
always helping from the bench.
Yeah, I thought that was the bench part.
The bench, the
the
table,
side,
the side
the
table.
us,
Yeah,
the assistant position.
right.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
mean, the possibility that the victim has left us a message.
That was a year ago for us, so
And we still
I
don't know
remember.
who murdered Detective Goodman, right?
Well, I mean, that's what the case is about. Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
we don't know that yet, right?
She gave that's not testifying though. That's giving a list of names. I'm saying specifically taking the witness stand.
Right. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life, in one manner or another.
Yeah, we're specifically talking about ghosts taking the stand because that's what we're trying to get here. Is we're trying to get testimony.
Right.
That getting a list of names is not testimony. That's a hint to get more evidence.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, that's being an assistant.
Yeah, right. Which is just knowledge that Maya wouldn't have had. But like, she did not testify in court. And we didn't have to cross-examine her or anything. We want to cross-examine a ghost.
Right.
We cross-examined a parrot. We want to cross-examine a ghost. That's the idea.
Yeah. Now that'll be our next tea.
Cross-examine a ghost.
Yes, exactly.
Well, we'll have to play enough into the game where we
Right.
we get to cross-examine a ghost,
Right.
and then we can make the tea based
Right.
on the ghost.
That's impossible.
Well, Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist?
I mean, we don't have the message, but
That
we
sounds
have
like a great title for a book.
It does.
A message from the deceased.
Do you want a vague answer? No. I know spoilers, so I know enough of the vague spoilers to know that there's going to be ghosts. I'm trying not to spoil Mummo, so
Thank you.
I'm just not getting into it at all.
Right.
I just know that there are those cases. Yeah, so I mean, this is his. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. This would be funny. No, knife tip in the wound. No, I'm pretty sure
We're
it's
still
this.
talking about Neil Marshall, right?
Yeah, I think so. Because we just
we still don't know about Detective Goodman, right?
Yeah, right. Well, he didn't leave anything. He had his shoe, but
I've got to think back to the court record.
that's what we were just doing.
Amazing. The real murderer's name that the victim may have left behind is...
I was only half following because I was talking about
Yeah.
ghosts,
Right.
so
I don't know.
I'll just say in the evidence
Okay.
because usually it's...
This message from the deceased is already in our possession.
I saved before this, so
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
not, then...
Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer?
Do not be mistaken, Ms. Sky.
His name is Bruce, SMH.
Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There is only one thing we seek.
Justice. Oh.
The truth.
Truth is good too.
Yeah. No matter how painful it may be. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us the piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased.
I'm gonna guess it has to be this.
Yeah.
I've saved, so we'll just have to skip through if it's not.
Okay. This is the message from the deceased.
Here's hoping.
Right. Now then. This is the message from the judge.
Okay, well, then it's not that. All right. I'll skip through and then... That's good. Good one, Judgy.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll save on this one.
Okay.
You don't have to keep going through.
Right.
Okay. Alright. What will it be? The message from the deceased. The knife? The jar? The jar had something on it that we didn't know what it was.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's try that. This is the message left by the deceased.
No. That's...
Oh, okay.
Oh, it is.
This is that blue badger. This is that blue badger from before, right?
Why does that use the same dialogue?
I don't
thought
know.
that's supposed to be the cue that you messed up.
Yeah, right. Well, but the music stopped.
Yeah, but it stopped the other
is he
time.
going to just speak the killer's name?
Yes.
If that thing could, I'm sure it would.
To throw me off. But the whole point is that it's supposed to be easier to tell so you can reload. Most of the other ones had specific dialogue.
First name Saul. I thought his
name is Bruce. Yeah, I know. Saul Goodman wasn't a detective. He was a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Because he's in.
Oh,
that's
Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
we already made all those jokes 6 months ago.
Yeah. Yeah, Dad watches that.
The kid gloves are off. The last time we did this, it literally did that, though. Like, the last time I just saved and reloaded, it literally did that. So I don't know what you're talking about. It had different dialogue every time.
Yeah. I'm sure it would. Looks like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar.
It's true.
A message was left here on the surface of this jar.
Don't know what the message is.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar.
It looks like a face.
It looks like someone wiped the blood away. Ooh, luminol.
Oh yeah, we have that.
Yes, but notice, for some reason the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away.
Because this one was in his safe, so it was a full thing.
Right.
It probably says Emma.
Oh, yeah. That's an M, yeah.
And this is definitely an A.
There is a line there, drawn in blood. So what you're saying...
He was alive long enough to write Emma on the jar?
Wow. Is these dots were once lines?
Great.
Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly.
Oh yeah, it said for blood loss. Yeah, so
right.
He had enough blood coming out.
He used the few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message.
11037.
Yeah. One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions.
I guess.
All right. Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points. And the victim's message will become apparent.
Oh, so it is connected dots.
Another puzzle for us.
I guess.
No. Mr. Wright, what kind of message did the victim leave for us? Your Honor, I believe these bloodstains will reveal to us the answer.
Yeah, no, it's pretty obvious now.
I've got to connect these dots to make letters. There's only one thing the victim could have written, given these circumstances.
I can't believe this is literally the connect the dots. What the hell?
Yeah.
How did I not notice
his murderer's name.
Right? Like...
Yeah.
It's literally connected. Like... Right? Like...
Yeah.
Oh, does it not need that? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, like... It only activates when I click a dot, so...
Okay.
I don't know if that one needs it.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. All right.
I'm hoping it doesn't, because it won't select.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Right. There's no more dots, so.
It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocence.
Too bad Emma's not our client.
Well, I mean, it's an accident. So
Yeah.
it's not murder. It's manslaughter at best.
Yeah, and she was a minor, so she'd get a lighter sentence. And
that's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana.
And you could blame Gant for having a sharp weapon in his office.
Yes, exactly.
Like, why you have a whole
reckless endangerment on his part.
suit. Yeah.
Right. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma. So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind.
Emma. Okay, it wasn't the fabric then. Wonder what the fabric has to do with it.
Dunno. Of all people. She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Skye.
Whoops. Whoops. I think that's Gant.
See, Randy, can't say I didn't warn you.
Glasses girl? Yeah, our little assistant science girl.
Chief Gant.
Do you understand the implications of what you've done?
What? What are you talking about?
2 years ago, Joe Dirt was sentenced to death.
So they needed to frame him for something because otherwise they like used this both as a way to get Joe Dark finally sentenced.
Ah, yeah.
And
so I can see Gant
Lana
seeing
under
that as
control.
an opportunity to get rid of Joe Dark.
Yeah. Because it's like, oh, he was also there.
Yeah, right.
And somebody was murdered, and we need someone to blame for it, and he's already a murderer.
Right. We'll just...
This is so easy.
How convenient.
And I can become chief of police.
There you go.
Yeah.
He was convicted because of his final murder.
Exactly.
I believed you were the prosecutor in that case, were you not? Yes, Reddy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death.
It is the voice that we're giving him. Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
It works for me.
It works.
Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction.
Why the nerd? Why? What do you mean, why the nerd? Why the nerd killed him? Or...
Why the voice?
Yeah, what is nerd in this? All of us? Most involuntary manslaughter. Yeah, and she's a minor, so...
Oh, why the nerd...
Why the nerd voice, or why the nerd girl killed him, or what? Like,
yeah, because Hikami was actually about the glasses girl.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Hikami?
Oh, and he's just putting
nerd.
Glasses. Yeah,
that's the nerd emoji. Yeah.
Okay.
But what? I don't know.
He also, Gant also has glasses, although they're
and you're
hippie
giving
glasses.
him a nerd voice. That's why I'm confused.
It's just because that looked like what he would sound like to me.
Yeah, he's an old guy.
Yeah.
He can sound like a creepy old man.
Yeah.
Old men can also be nerds.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm an old woman and I'm a nerd.
Yeah. Real. Yeah. Yeah, real. Plus he has wise old man hair, so he could be a mad scientist. He looks kind of like a mad scientist.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And he has hippie glasses, so yeah.
You can bench and also be a nerd.
What?
Don't criticize our voices. You haven't been here over a year. I don't like we've been doing streams like this for over a year. You don't need to criticize stuff like that. We've been settled in this for a while.
I don't even know how to make that sound.
Okay, I think he's choking or something.
Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable.
Have I? You have not, because you had a first time chatter tag, so no. I know that for sure.
I'm afraid that's not important. Didn't you know we aren't defenders of justice?
You could be an alt. Why would you bother coming just to the Ace Attorney streams? If you were you alt just to come to the Ace Attorney streams? Enjoy every other week, I suppose. You haven't been here for... Oh, yeah, I don't know how to do the followage. I don't know how to... I have a couple followage things set up, but they always break. So it's supposed to show you like how long you've been following. But I set up the bots, but...
Oh, it doesn't work?
Well, yeah, like I keep setting them up and then they just like don't post things. So, although to be fair, I can't test them because I don't follow myself.
Ah, okay.
So it doesn't work.
Ah.
That's your alt? Oh, thanks, Hikami.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
We aren't defenders of justice.
We're merely keepers of the law.
Hell yeah, we are.
Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge.
It's true. So,
despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied.
why are they so loud?
What's going on at the prosecutor's office? They might have sent an innocent man to his death.
So
How
dark.
can he just stand there like it wasn't his fault?
Oh, that's the audience talking.
Order! 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 Order!
You feel old? Why?
The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess.
Got your first muscle spasm today? Do you want a badge?
You want me to tell what it's like when you get older?
It's muscle spasms 24/7.
Oh dear. Where is this trial headed? No one knows.
Is it worse? Is that rhetorical?
Well, I'll tell you on my statin, I was on a statin drug that I would wake up in the middle of the night and get terrible spasms in my calves that would hurt like all day long.
Like the spasms happened all day long, or
No,
it was just the pain?
It was the leftover pain afterwards, so I had to change to a different statin drug because that's usually a sign of
not good,
a bad reaction.
Yeah,
it was awful because I'd wake up in the middle of the night, because sometimes you wake in the middle of that night with like a Charlie horse or something in your sleep, but the pain from it would last all day long.
Even though it wasn't
really
spasms.
awful. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, I get a lot of Charlie horses in the arches of my feet, but just my right foot. And it's just like when I'm sitting.
Yeah, that happens with driving. It happens on the top of my foot a lot, where it gets all cramped, you know, from the right foot, you know, doing the gas. And that's awful, because then you're like...
You're still driving.
I have to keep driving. You know, what the heck am I supposed to do now?
Yeah. I usually just get it on the inside of my foot. Like in the inside the actual arch. And then I have to like pull like... my toes up to try to stretch it out, because it feels it's curling my foot inward, and it's like, ow,
right. Yeah.
No way, ow.
Yeah. So it just gets worse. I got to a certain point several years ago where I realized every day I'm gonna wake up and something's going to hurt, and you just have to say, oh well,
yay,
it'll be something different tomorrow, so you know. At least there's variety.
Walk with your left more? What, do you want to like jump on your left leg? My left leg is actually my stronger leg.
Yeah, same
like,
here.
It's like I'm a right-handed person, but I did track and field, and they always tell you to like you run starting with your non-dominant leg first or whatever, so you can do your first push off with the stronger leg. But I run with my right leg in front, and apparently that's weird for being right-handed.
Yeah, I did hurdles, I'd do it the reverse leg from what everybody did, and when I did vaulting, same thing. I did it the reverse direction from what everybody else did. So I'm the same way. My left side is stronger for whatever reason.
I feel like I learned that from gymnastics though, because when you do a cartwheel and they teach you how to do a cartwheel, you start with, if you're doing a right-handed cartwheel, you start with your right leg in front. So I think I just got used to that for starting anything. But I have no idea why that is. I don't know. It was just really weird, because it was like, isn't that what? But your right leg should be in front because it's your dominant leg. I don't understand. Like, what? It's not even. It doesn't make any sense to me. But clearly that was a thing. Also, we only have like 5 minutes, so we
Okay.
can just get into this a little bit. and
Okay.
then- yeah.
So is this just the finish?
This is gonna be the trial ladder, I'm assuming, right?
Oh,
Because
okay.
they split this trial
because
up
we still
into...
have to figure out who killed Detective Goodman. Right?
Yeah, right. We still haven't done that,
Yeah,
but
okay.
I think this one ended with finding out Emma killed Neil Marshall.
Okay.
That's
All right.
that's the idea.
All right. Sorry, Edgeworth.
Oh God! Wait, talking to the other Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Knowing that Emma killed his brother.
Oops. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't worry about it.
Never mean to get anybody
This
in
is
trouble.
my problem, not yours. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Did they just play a squishing sound effect when he came in? Like
Oh, I didn't notice.
like
What did he squish, Edward?
That's what I was thinking. Oh, the door. Okay, that makes much more sense. I heard it well. I like the world where he walks in and then he just steps on Edgeworth. It's like, hello, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
No, stay, Gumshoe. No, stay.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. Then to top it all up, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. I take it Lana's having you run errands again.
Oh boy.
Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal.
He's gonna do okay.
Here, she asked me to give you this if there was a break in today's trial.
A little baby duck.
With hair.
Yeah.
Or a hat. Is that a hat?
It's a Sherlock hat. And,
Oh, a deerstalker.
yeah. I skipped past that, but
Yes, okay. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law.
did you finish those errands? I hope. Well, his errand was to find that book and give it to us. I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
Mm-hmm.
The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message.
This is the other SpongeBob reference. Oh, I haven't watched SpongeBob.
A message? She said if you're planning to take him on,
Gant.
you're going to need this book.
Okay, that's fair.
Him? I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. Okay.
Uncultured. Too much. From Miss Sky explains the 2 rules of evidence law. Can we read it now? Securely slipped into pocket.
Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though.
I think I want to save on this because I know that book is very important. Maybe we should look at it first.
Okay.
I know this is very the twist that I know
Oh,
is
okay.
very related to this.
All right.
So we have to know the exact
The
rules
approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence. Let's be
relevant to the case.
okay.
The defense attorney doesn't know about evidence law. He like just graduated, but
Yeah.
also like you'd think he would know.
That would be a class you'd have to take.
Yeah, but it's funny. So
Yeah. Of course. Yes.
it's the law of what do you call it? It's like the Bugs Bunny law of comedy or whatever,
Oh,
where
okay,
it's
yeah.
whatever's funniest is what
Yeah.
works.
Right.
Or the Roger Rabbit rule, I think, right? Because there's that one scene in the Roger Rabbit movie where, like, they're trying to break out of handcuffs, and the only way he can get out of it is if it's funny if he's out of the handcuffs, but then he puts his hands right back in because it's not funny to stay out of the handcuffs.
Oh, I see.
So, like, because his hands are too big to get out of the handcuffs, but he's the human and the human and the rabbit are both, like, handcuffed together, and the rabbit's
Oh, okay.
a cartoon and he's a human, right? Like
Okay.
a normal human in the real world, and so he's trying to cut through them, and they can't get through, and so he's like, oh, do you need some help? Oh, here, let me help you with that, and then he takes his hands out of the handcuffs.
Okay.
So but he can only do it when it's funny.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Otherwise it's not possible.
Wow,
So
I don't remember
they
that
follow the
movie
rules of
very well
comedy.
at all.
You can watch it for a weekend then.
Yeah, we
maybe
could.
I'll put it on my list.
Okay.
I have it, but you can also buy
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. All right. We did it. We made it through. We only have one more part and then the ending. So hopefully that's 2 more streams. I think that might be 2 more streams.
Okay. All right.
For us, at least.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right.
I was gonna see how my retreat's gonna fit into this. Let's see.
I know you're gone. I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be
Those
going
Sundays.
on the 19th.
Yeah, but that. Oh yeah. So we can trade and we can just speed run it the 5th. Not get into dialogue. We'll never talk again. We'll just be
no
here.
tangents. Yeah.
No more tangents. No more tangents. We're all living in a simulation and free. That's a quote I recognize. I just don't remember what it's from. But it's true.
Yeah.
Because we are in a simulation.
Yes.
But we're in a simulation that's so real it might as well be real.
That's right.
So then it's
who
real.
cares?
So yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, somebody
Splungus.
was talking about that one time, and I just got to a point where
it was a Splungus. You're right.
Who cares?
Yeah, it was a Splatoon thing. That was a Splatoon thing.
Yeah, but before Splatoon.
But the quote itself is from Splatoon.
Okay.
It actually is from Splatoon 2.
Okay.
Marina says that exact line. I don't remember what that was in a reference to. It was something about the museum level, I think.
Okay, later, Shiny.
Yeah, goodbye. We're gonna raid Dogfish, as is our Thursday raid.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
In a few minutes, because I haven't set up the raid yet. Good night. Exactly. From the Matrix? The funny part is from the Matrix? They say that exact line in the Matrix?
Well, they are living in a simulation in the Matrix.
Yeah, I'm just it's funny because part doesn't strike me as a Matrix line. Right, like saying we're all living in a simulation and free will is a lie.
Depends on what they said right before that line, I guess.
I suppose. I haven't seen The Matrix either, but I feel like...
I saw it and I don't remember.
I didn't think it was a comedy.
No.
So, like, I'm pretty sure. Adapted, okay.
They might have been, yeah.
I mean, yeah, because now, I mean, like, adapted could just mean they added it's funny because to it. Right. Like, we're living in a simulation.
My best friend thought The Matrix was the most awesome movie of all time, and I couldn't.
It's got referenced by everything, and that's good.
I don't know. I'm not thrilled with things about being in simulations, but
that's fair.
It doesn't.
We're in a simulation now, and that's all that matters.
That's right.
We just have to do the simulation.
Right. Yeah. I don't think there's there must be Star Treks about being in a simulation.
All the holodeck episodes are simulation episodes because those are simulations. Yeah. So.
But they're aware that they are in the whole thing with the Matrix is you don't.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things nowadays.
Oh, I guess there was a Voyager episode where it's always the.
You'll figure it out when you do your tier list.
That's right.
It'll be fine.
I'm ranking all the Star Trek episodes because I want to come up with my own list of the 57 best Star Trek episodes for the 57th anniversary of Star Trek. Because I don't agree with the other lists out there, so I'm making my own.
All right, we'll get the raid started, but it's a good tier list. It'll be a good tier list. Goodbye.